G'day, Glenn Morris here from the Smart Energy Lab, and today I'm excited. I've got the SolaX TriplePower batteries, the HS51s. Now, we're going to do an unboxing. There's actually 3 batteries plus the BMS, but I'm just going to show you the BMS to start with, then we'll get the battery out and have a look at that. This is an ideal companion for the SolaX hybrid inverters, and you've already seen one of those videos. I'll link it up here in the description. Why don't we just get inside the box and have a look at it. BMS, let's get into it. Okay, so what have we got here? Well, we'll start with a very nice looking installation manual. We've got some cables for connecting to the inverter. So there's our connection from the BMS and ready for a connection to the inverter, positive and negative. We've got a communication cable to communicate with the inverter, pre-crimped. That's great. We've got some wall plugs for mounting on the wall, and a little shroud here. I guess that's to detect the cable, and some screws, and a OT lug, and some more screws. We've got a little bracket here, and a plate. What else? Well, in here is the cover for the BMS. So there's our cover. Yep. I notice everything's got a QR code on it. That's pretty cool. Put the cover there. Okay, I'll just tidy up a bit so I can get the BMS out and put it here in front of you. Okay, let me run you through the key points for the SolaX HS51. What's really exciting about the HS51 series is that they're a high voltage modular LFP battery system. Each module is 5.1 kilowatt hours, and when you stack them up, you get a total of 51.2 kilowatt hours, which is just fantastic. That's bigger than most other systems out there. And that means it's ideal for the Cheaper Home Batteries program if you really want to go for the maximum rebate. I mean, it's suitable for both the residential, commercial, and microgrid applications. Now, when you talk about safety and reliability, LFP chemistry is considered the safe lithium, and these units have up to 6,000 cycle life, or greater than 6,000 cycles, which will see you through a very long time. It's IP66, which means it's suitable for both indoors and outdoors. It's got integrated aerosol fire suppression module built into the battery modules, which is really unique. That's something you normally only see on C&I systems, and it can work down to minus 30 degrees. One of the terminals here is for the heater. It actually can heat the batteries so that under cold conditions, it will still allow the batteries to be charged. That's a bit of a problem for normal lithium ferrophosphate, is when they get cold, they have to go into limp-along mode, so the SolaX doesn't have that problem. Now, when it comes to performance, as I said, a maximum per stack of 51.2 kilowatt hours usable. That's the number that matters when it comes to the Cheaper Home Battery program, and a nominal voltage of 51.2 volts for each battery module. When they're connected up in series, you've got a 70 amp charge-discharge current capability, which means with the full stack, peak power of greater than 20 kilowatts. And a rapid charge. You can charge these very fast, and with a 3-hour equalization, because they have a special optimization version, or this optimizer allows the battery modules to be individually charged. So you might actually have some which are slightly older or slightly newer, and that means that their capacities are slightly different. But with the optimizer, it allows them to charge to their maximum capacity independently. That's a good feature, particularly if you're upgrading a system with old and new batteries mixed together. Now, the modularity is a no-brainer. It sits on the floor and can be stacked one on top of the other. No cables external to connect the battery modules. It's all done through the integrated connection coupler. The battery modules weigh 46 kilos each, and they come with lifting handles similar to the BMS unit here, and it's very, very easy to manage them. Two people very comfortably can lift them. The communication between the battery modules is done using CAN and RS485 communications built into that installation coupler. So once again, no more cables. Now, the direct expansion feature is supported. That means you can expand these units after you've initially installed maybe 3 or 4 of them, you can expand them. There's even a remote diagnostic and firmware updates over the air, which is great for feature add-ons, and SoC balancing and rapid equalization. Now, SoC state of charge, like I said, if you're adding a new battery module to an existing stack, the state of charges may not be the same and they need to be brought into balance. And that's done with a rapid equalization feature. Long-term optimization means that you get up to 10% more effective power with that expansion. That's really important. You're not being punished for having old and new battery modules in a stack. Strong integration, of course, with the SolaX hybrid inverters, which means this whole unit is very, very simple to work with the SolaX inverters. Now, some of the use cases would be, for instance, whole home backup. With the larger SolaX inverters, and as you'll probably see, I'll link it up here when we've made the video, these can really power the whole home. They're hybrid. That means they can use the grid, they can use solar, and they can use battery, and they can be used off-grid as well. Now, here at the Smart Energy Lab, we're on a microgrid community. We've actually got 7 homes, 8 EV chargers, 2 DC fast chargers, a community building, a classroom, all connected in a microgrid, and this unit's going to be added to that microgrid system. Now, when it comes to commercial energy storage, because of that large capacity and the ability to expand multiple stacks, that means you get a really big system using relatively simple to handle components. Now, being weather rated, it is a high voltage battery system with built-in safety, but it's suitable for outdoor installation, and it's scalable, it's installer friendly, and it's future-proof for multi-tower high capacity deployments. So here we have the base unit, which all of the batteries will stack onto. There is a terminal block here, which no doubt will be to provide a return path for the positive and negative. And on the front of the base unit, very conveniently labelled is rear and front, so you know which way round to put it. But check these out. We've got a little hex drive here, which is for the adjustable feet, which are integrated into the base unit. So these feet can be screwed up and down. So you can level this perfectly with, I'm guessing, probably about 40 to 50 mils of travel to get the unit correctly leveled. And that's all built in. No getting a little spanner out and tweak, tweak, tweak. You're just going to put this unit on the deck, put your, I think it's 5 mil hex driver on here, and adjust the height. So that's really nice. And from then on, it is just plug and play. Battery module, battery module, battery module. Wow, life's getting really easy. There's even a little explainer showing you how to put the battery module on. You've just got to line it up with the terminal block here. Pretty easy, eh? Child's play. Now, let's look at one of the batteries themselves. Now, I said this was 18 kilograms. The batteries are a bit heavier at 46 kilograms, so probably have to get a friend to help me move it. Well, magic. It's out of the box. Didn't have to show you me cutting the tape and lifting it out. In fact, I had to get a friend to help me because it weighs 46 kilos, so it's definitely a 2-person lift. But lifting these battery modules is made really easy by these spring-loaded, built-in, very sturdy lifting handles and the perfect location for 2 people to lift them, one either side. Fantastic. Whoa, that was loud. There's not a lot to see when you look at a battery module like this. Basically is a cast aluminium, very, very sturdy case with a connection for the next battery module on top and another one underneath, because they basically stack and connect to each other just like Lego. But there's something that's important to understand, is that we're moving to a new technical specification, 5398. Sometime next year probably. We haven't been told when. And it'll require battery modules to have a protection against touching any live parts. Now, this coupler here, this socket is definitely IP2X. That means you can't touch any of the conductive parts with your finger. On top of that, they actually have a protective cover, which is both a dust and water cover. So, you know, if you're installing this outside and it's raining, this is actually protecting it from getting water inside that as well. That's pretty nice. On the front here, this is your pressure release valve. If there is some fault or issue, rather than pressure building up inside the unit, it can ventilate that pressure outside. The unit itself has got its specifications on the side. It comes with an installation manual, which is, well, amazingly simple. Stack them on top of each other and then secure them to the wall with the brackets. The unit itself does have some little mounting points around here, which can be used for securing the units together so they can't be separated. But yeah, apart from that, it's a very straightforward unit. And by the way, it's always nice for people who watch my videos just to remember to subscribe and give us a like. Of course, that really helps the algorithm, and it makes me feel good too. Anyway, looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Check it.